Hi, this is Sweet June. How's everybody doing today? Coming back at you with another video. I see that the government has definitely passed the stimulus, and it said people on unemployment, I guess unemployment will go up by $300 a week, and there will definitely be $600 stimulus checks going out. So if you hadn't got a chance to watch my video where I was talking about that, uh, the $600 stimulus, go check it out. Yeah, they passed it over the weekend. It's pretty definite. Um, 8 months it took them to figure out whether they wanted to help somebody, and they finally come to a decision to help. They're only going to give $600 after 8 months of watching people pretty much suffer. 8 months of watching people lose their homes and lose their jobs and all this. Watching this pandemic get worse and worse. People losing their loved ones and people dying and getting hospitalized. And then finally, they decide to give people $600. Well, $600 is not going to help. It's better than nothing, but it's not going to help. Not going to help a lot of people. But I'm not really going to go into all that again. Well, when I seen that, I thought about, I meditated on that, and I was like, well, what does that tell us spiritually? What does that tell us spiritually? We know what it tells us. It speaks volumes about our government. But what does that tell us spiritually? What is that spiritually telling us? And what that spiritually is telling us is that we need to trust God more. That we need to put more trust in God. That's what it's telling us. That's what it's telling us spiritually. That we can't put any trust in man. Because this pandemic has been going on for almost a year now, and we're in an upsurge and it's gotten worse. And our government has pretty much has shortened their hand. They don't seem to care about the American people. They don't seem to care to want to help. So that lets us know that we can't rely on our human governments. So if we can't rely on our human governments, who can we rely on? There's only one person that we can rely on, and that's Jehovah God. That's what that's telling us. It's telling us that we need to trust God more. Because Psalm 146:3 says, we are to put no trust in man, in princes, in imperfect man that cannot give us salvation. See, we can't. Some people say, well, I trust the government, or I trust doctors and scientists, but they don't know everything, and they're imperfect, and surely they can't give us salvation. So we can't put 100% trust in humans. We can't. See, we know this tells us where we need to look to get our help. That we need to look to God to get our help. Not any human government. Because you see what our government is doing or what they're not doing. So that's what the message that I get from it, Also Matthew 6:26 says, if Jehovah God takes care of the birds and making sure that all the animals get fed, then he will do that for us. He will make sure that we have everything that we need. But we got to trust him. When I'm saying you, I'm talking to me too. We got to trust him. We have to put our trust in him. That's what we have to do. That's where we got to look to get our help. Because there's a lot of greed that's taking place in this world and in this country. And a lot of things are governed by greed. It's a lot of things, you know, when they determine whether they want to help people, well, you know, there's a lot of greed, you know, is factored. This country is built on greed. So money has become more important than people. Money has become more important than people. You know, it's a sad reality, but it's true. So don't you think that it's time that we start trusting God? God can stop the pandemic. He can stop it, but he's allowing it to go on because he wants people to wake up. He wants us to wake up and realize that we can't put our trust in any human being. We can't put our any trust in ourselves. We can't even put any trust in our bodies. We can't put 100% trust in our bodies because our bodies can fail us. Our minds can fail us. So we can't put 100% trust in ourselves. So that's something to meditate on. You know? You guys see what's happening? So if something happens worse, if things get worse, or something happens worse than this, well, you see how our government is cut. So, okay, there's only one person we gotta look to for help, and we truly have to look to for help. Okay, I just wanted to get that said. I gotta get going. Hit that subscribe button, like button, share button, notification bell, and until the next video, peace and love. This is Sweet June.